What's up, NFL draft fans? It's your boy Jay Tuck, and we are almost a week away from the NFL draft. So we are about to rev things up as we get ready for Green Bay. Now, I want to thank you guys for being patient with me. I had some computer issues, so we've been out of commission for the past week or so, but we are back rolling. And I want to talk about a prospect that you guys are probably familiar with because he was on the channel when we did the interview. Is Kendall Paul out of East Texas A&M. So you probably heard, Kendall Paul, East Texas A&M, kind of an unknown, but ideally, if he would have been at the combine, he would have been the fastest player in the NFL draft. So he's starting to create some buzz, right? But he is just not a speed guy. Like, he is a complete football player. And you guys know, if I don't see it, I do not say it. But when it comes to Kendall Paul, I see it. So this is why I want to dive into the film. So when it comes to Kendall Paul, the one thing that stands out, of course, is the athletic ability and some of those traits. And you'll see him here just very fluid in space. So to watch how he moves, he can read and react, turn his hips, boom, turn again, locate the ball, and is able to track it and come down with the interception. So I believe this is probably what gets scouts excited when they watch KP because, he had the Dallas Day visit, did well at his Dallas Day workout, and there's a lot of teams that's starting to eye him, especially after his pro day. But you just watch how fluid it is. He's very smooth, can turn, run, track the ball, and can go up there and make plays. Now, when I first watched KP and scouted him, this was that thing that jumped off the film, right? This is what got me excited. And I said, who the hell is this, right? It's his ability to tackle. Now, the knock on him, of course, is he's undersized. He's only 5'9", not sure what his official weight is as of right now. So he's a smaller frame player. But y'all, he plays with heart. And he plays with motor. And if you follow my draft content long enough, that's the one thing that get Jay Tuck excited about a player. And you'll see that demonstrated on this play right here. Being able to recognize the screen, and he's going to come down, bam, make a play. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you can measure arm length, you can measure height, you can measure weight, but you can't measure heart. And this is pure heart, not being afraid, not being scared of anything, and wanted to come down there and make a play. And he came down there and laid the hit stick. So I was like, okay, we got something here. He definitely got something here when it comes to KP. Now, also, like I said, when you think about him as a corner in coverage, you can see the traits, right? You see the athleticism, you see the ability, but we also see the awareness. And I like the awareness when it comes to him. So you're seeing that, he's out here on the boundary. He's out here solo, no help. And I think this is where teams are getting scared, right? So what if this is Ted, or what if this is a higher competition level wide receiver? But he can't control that. He can't control who he played against. He was a college athlete, and who was ever out there, he went up and lined up game after game, right? But would T-Mac be able to make a play on this? I mean, probably so. T-Mac's going to make a play on a lot of corners, right, whether the height or not. But the thing that I like about KP is see how he is using the boundary as a defender. So he's squeezing this wide receiver towards the boundary. He's getting his head around. And like I always tell you guys, right, when you're a corner, you can either make a play at the line of scrimmage, whether you're pressing, disrupt the timing on the stem, on the route, or if not, you can always disrupt the play on the ball. And you'll see right there, I'm scrapping for the ball to cause the incompletions. So I love that when it comes to KP. And you'll see a little seatbelt, you know what I'm saying? All the corners got seatbelts, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's strapping up, but he's out there strapping up. He plays with energy. He plays with toughness. He plays with confidence. And this is why I was excited about this player and has been talking about him all draft season. And then once again, like I said, the tackling ability, not afraid to tackle, come off of it and hit. Come off of, now some people will say, oh, he just threw a shoulder. Okay, it is what it is. But we know some corners, especially at the NFL level, that ain't even doing that, right? So KP is not afraid to come down and help and support in the run game. He's just out there doing it all. So whether he has to play safety, special teams, corner, slot, outside, inside, or come down and help tackle, he is willing to do it all. And I definitely like that in this prospect. Another thing that really jumps off the film when it comes to KP is his read and react. So you'll see him right here. right? Soon as this wide receiver, his number 2 wide receiver, plants right here, right? He's already on it. He's already reacting on it. The quarterback still has the ball in his hand. So he's already on it, making a play, and he comes downhill quick and makes a play on the ball. Right? So good read and reactability, and he comes downhill quick, whether that's in tackling or whether that's in coverage as well. So, is he going to be a man coverage guy? I think more likely in the NFL, he'll probably be a slot corner, but he's well balanced in man coverage and also zone. So I think that really intrigues a lot of NFL teams. Like I said, he used to be my fun little Dallas Cowboys gym, but the cat's out the bag, y'all. I think another teams they're all over KP, right? So especially after running that 4-2, like I said, he is scrappy in coverage. All right, and this play right here, shows that versatility to be able to play a little safety as well. And you'll see once again just that ability to turn and run, watch the hips, boom, open up, trace the ball. Interception. He didn't come down with it. All right, so KP, you got to drop and give me 50 for that, right? But, sitting there looking at the ability to be able to turn and run. So, he gives you that option. If you're looking for like a free safety, I think he can play free safety at the NFL level because he has sideline to sideline ability. He has fluid hips. He can turn and run. He can also come down and support. So it might be one of those things that even though he's a corner, quote unquote, that an NFL team might just move him to safety and let him be the free roamer. And I think he'll definitely come down with these plays at the NFL level. All right, and then once again, you'll see that just downhill tackling ability, read and react, and coming down and getting dirty and grimy. I know some linebackers that are not reading and reacting and coming down and tackling like KP is. So, like I said, he is feisty as heck. Now, you guys know I'm really not a measurables guy, whether that was Asante Samuel, Nick Bolton, or, even my guy Ivan Pace. I want to see a football player, and that's the thing that really got me excited when I watch KP is I see a pure football player. All right, on this play right here, boom, again, not afraid to come down and tackle, read and react, diagnoses it. Okay, it's a screen, come down, make a play, right? Downhill, tackle, closing speed. Love it, love it, love it. On this play right here, you'll see once again just some of that IQ and being able to pick up on this reverse. So boom. Now he could have maybe went to the quarterback, right? But he saw that pitch. All right, boom. Let me come up off of that. I'm on it. On it. Let's watch it in full speed. Got him. Right? So that's IQ. That's being able to process still moving at a high speed, right? And that's one important thing when it comes to scouting some of these players. How quickly can you process, right? And not have to slow down or gear down. He recognizes it, comes up off of it, makes a tackle. Big play from KP right there. All right, and like I said, once again, now when you have 4.2 speed, all right, you have a corner that's not afraid to tackle. If you're a defensive coordinator, that is a recipe for corner blitzing. And for us Cowboys fans, right? J. Lou corner blitzed a lot, right? We just send him off the slot, send him off the edge. So I feel like a team, they can utilize him as kind of like a corner blitzer. Now, if you play Madden and you run a dollar, you know what I'm saying? You can have these speedy guys coming off this edge and run that nano blitz, But once again, just coming off the edge, securing the tackle. Not afraid. So you can probably send him off the edge, have creative packages, because like I said, he definitely comes downhill fast, and he loves to tackle. And then once again, he's manned up. Once again, you see that turn and run ability. Doesn't get stacked often. Overthrow from the quarterback, but we're not really focusing on that. We're focusing on the coverage. Stride by stride. Fighting, head around. Locating the ball. That's textbook. And like I said, when it comes to Kendall Paul, man, it's just the processing, it's the heart, it's the fire, it's the desire, it's just wanting to be a pure football player. And as you guys clearly see by the film and the evidence, he has it, right? Does he have the size? No. Is he the most, play against the best competition in college football? Absolutely not. But there's no way you can convince me that this kid is not a peer football player, man. So that's Kendall Paul out of East Texas A&M. Like I said, he was a Dallas Day visit. He had a workout. He's spoken to the Cowboys a few times. The Cowboys lead scout was at his pro day, so it could be a guy that you should circle as we gear up for draft day, man. So it's your boy Jay Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. If you love NFL draft content, you are in the right spot. So turn that notification bell so you do not miss out. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. And this kid is pretty damn good, y'all. Peace.